Hello, good morning, and welcome to the back of my 2021 Heartland Pioneer 250BH. Today, we're going to talk about generators. Specifically, the Westinghouse iGEN4500 Digital Inverter Generator. As you see here, we have it sitting on our drop-down rack that's hooked up to our bumper. Usually when we're in transit, this sits in the bed of the truck and this is folded up. But once we get to the campsite, we load this bad boy right here, put this little bike lock around the bumper, which keeps honest people honest. It's really close to where we hook up the 30 amp. So come around here and I'll show you. So as you can see, our 30 amp plug-in's right there, and it's only 8.5 feet right here. So it's an easy enough plug-in. Alright, so here we are at the control panel. I'm just going to do a quick overview of what all the buttons and switches and knobs and whoosy-whatsy do. We'll start here. This is your fuel on and off switch. This is your LED light to let you know that there's power to the unit. This right here is if your internal battery dies, you can go ahead and charge it. There's a wall outlet that it comes with that you could go ahead and charge your small battery. Eco mode, that basically just quiets it down, cuts down the power usage. I found this to be a bit quieter. The unit is already pretty quiet, but that did help a little bit. On-off switch, you push and hold to engage and disengage. This is your battery button right here. It's a kill switch. So this button and this button both have to be in the on position for the unit to operate. Here you have your 120 volt 30 amp. That's for your plug-in for your trailer, which that's what we plug in. And then here you have two AC outlets, 120 volts. I've not used those. These right here are all your circuit breakers. This right here, this is your parallel operation, which I have no idea why you would need that much power to run two of these in parallel. That's a bit much. Here you have your kind of low oil, overload, and your output ready indicator lights. They're just little LED lights here. Got two USB ports. I haven't used those at all. You do have a little reset switch right here, so if it does overload, you do have a reset switch right there. This USB cover is a bit finicky. I do like, however, that all of these are kind of a rubberized, water-resistant, protectant type of thing. Okay, and then this right here, this is your main LED data center. Basically, this side right here is your fuel indicator as a gauge, empty to full, and then load, 0 to 100% load. And then this right here basically runs through a couple of things. Your remaining runtime, your power output, your fuel level, your voltage, and your lifetime run hours. Those all kind of cycle through. You can push this button right here and it just kind of cycles through. That's really, really handy to have because you can see basically like an hours and minutes leftover remaining of your fuel. So you'll see, oh, I have a half a tank of fuel, and then it'll give you, oh, under this current load, you have 10 hours and 30 minutes remaining under this percentage of load, which is really handy to have. Alright, so here we are going to go ahead and prep the unit. We are going to unbox it. It weighs 93 pounds. There's a helicopter, which is cool. I got all the paperwork out. That little toolkit comes with a battery charger, the oil filler, and the oil, and some tools for taking it apart. So you do have to set up the battery because it does not come pre-plugged in. So just going through all the paperwork here, there's a lot of stuff about warranties and returns and stuff. So pretty easy to just plug and play there. And then for the oil, it took me way too long to figure out you're just supposed to put the whole thing in there. I couldn't see any capacities on there until I looked on the side of the unit 10 minutes into this and realized you just pour the whole thing. Now the funnel they give you does thread on, which is pretty nice. And then as you see, all of the covers have that kind of foam insulation. That's one of the things that makes this really a quiet generator. But yeah, I mean, it's really those two things. Then you just add fuel and you're ready to go. So super simple. Hello, good afternoon and welcome. It's been about 3 weeks since that last video, and I just wanted to do a follow-up. Since that video that I did, we went to the Lake Panasoffkee Wildlife Management Area and boondocked using this generator that you see behind me, which is on, and you can hear me perfectly fine because it is a super quiet inverter generator. We have a bumper on the back of our trailer, so we just dropped that bumper down, put that on there, locked it up with a little bike lock that wouldn't deter you if you were trying to steal it, so it's not that big of a deal, but anybody that just wanted to walk by, you can't take it that easy. But yeah, this key fob makes it so easy. You leave the gas and the battery switch on, and every few hours, if you go, wow, it's getting kind of warm in the trailer, you just hold down the on button, boom, there it goes. You run the AC for a little bit, and then when you're done, you just push the key fob, and now it's off. And now you can hear the children playing, and the woodpecker pecking, and the wind winding, you know? And then when it gets a little warm in the trailer, or you want to put the Hot Pocket in the microwave, you just... I mean, this thing is 12 feet behind me, and I'm not having to yell or scream at you. You can hear me perfectly fine. I mean, the wind. You're probably hearing more of the wind than you are of the generator. It was great. I probably put, so we were in the campsite for, I would say about 26 hours. And I used maybe 3 gallons of fuel in that time, and whatever's in there is whatever's left over from that. So it doesn't consume that much fuel. And it handled our 13,500 BTU AC unit, fridge, microwave, lights, everything. It handled it all really great. I mean, I got no complaints. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this informative video, and stay tuned. We do have that Lake Panasoffkee video coming. That was a really fun video to make, and I can't wait to make more like that. And then soon, here in the next few weeks, we're going out to Jupiter Springs and doing another boondock. So when we go out there, we're really excited. We're going to take the generator again, but I can't wait to jump in the springs. I love the Florida Springs. And if you've never been to the Florida Springs, Ginny Springs, Silver Springs, Salt Springs, Juniper Springs, any of those springs out there, you have to go. It is a Florida must-have. Like the Everglades, the Keys, you know, Orlando, those are like staples of Florida. The springs are wonderful. They're beautiful. So anyways, well, we'll catch you in the next video. All right, I'm going to turn off this generator now, and then I'm going to turn off the video.